What is going on, guys and girls? I'm going to go ahead and talk about some technology that I got right here. The camera that I'm shooting on, I actually got for $10. I got this and 4 other cameras. Yeah, 4, okay? Now, let me go into the biggest shortcoming of this camera. It only gives me 5 minutes of battery life, and that's why I got all these batteries, but that ain't why I have them all. It's because I used to be into RC back in the day, and I'm getting back into it. If y'all want me to show y'all my RC cars, and here's another thing. This goes out to parents that have kids and they want RC cars. If you go to a Walmart, once they break that car, it's done. Now, if they are from 5 to 6 and on, go ahead and get them an RC car from a hobby grade seller. You can get one. It's a dune buggy for $150 from Traxxas. That is all on that. So let's get to this stuff now real quick. First is this camera right here. This camera right here is the one I bought, okay? And it was not, it was like maybe 150, something like that. It's a Chinese knockoff camera. Shortcomings. Sometimes it will turn off. Sometimes it will actually corrupt footage. I don't know if that's that or if it's the SSD card I got in there. But I'm going to be switching that SSD card out. My dad has one. And then if it still corrupts, then it's not the SSD card, it's the camera. Now, what are we going to do? This camera I'm recording on right now is in 720p. I'm going to use it for at home and reviews. Now, it does not have a, like, where the screen can pop out and I can see you guys. So, I'm just going to keep it to where it's towards the stuff and not really do anything. Now, this is a second of this stuff because the first time this thing did not want to come up on my computer. I had to reformat the SSD in here. I forgot to do that. My bad. It was my fault, not the camera, so let's go ahead and get into this stuff. Like I said, this video camera, would not recommend it. I thought it was better because it came with a microphone. The built-in mic is so horrible on here, you're going to see it, and I'm warning you right now. If you got headphones on, lower the volume once I switch over to this camera, just showing y'all what it is. Okay, the one thing they need to fix on here is it shutting off randomly on you. They need to fix the bad microphone in there, and I don't care if it's extra money, then they need to fix it. I understand they gave you a mic with it, but still, it ain't the same. They should have a good microphone in there from the get-go. Alright, now I am going to give you a demonstration on this. I'm reshooting this because this one didn't work out. I think I accidentally shut it off before I stopped recording, and that corrupted it. And that was my bad. So we're going to go ahead and move on to my controllers. Not that one, but this one. I had to play a little game with y'all. Game. So, this right here is the name of the company. They make really good controllers. And the reason I know this is I would go get these controllers at Fred's, where I live at. And I'd get these for $20. These things lasted a year. These things will last a whole year. Now, I've got the ones from the PlayStation 3. Now, I haven't got them for the PlayStation 4 yet, but I did get this one used. And that thing lasted me all the way from the end of summer till Christmas, and it was used. This, but one of the, one of these, oh yeah, it's the knobs. They stick a lot. That's what they need to fix. They need to fix these right here, these knobs. They stick after a while. This one and this one, they stick. So, if you can fix these right here, they have a good control. None of the buttons sticking or anything like that. I'm thinking about buying a button replacement kit going inside of these and replacing every button in them. This one, and this one. I'm going to get a button replacement kit. So, moving on to the next one. This is an Xbox controller. We all know what these are. Xbox One. Nothing really. I do not use the batteries. It's in here. I use this do plug-in, and that's another thing. Be aware of what kind of Android cord you use, because if you use one it's too little, they'll fall out of here and it will actually disconnect from your gaming PC. Look at her over there. She's beautiful. See? I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of a lowdown from the lights. If y'all like my gaming computer, please tell me. Now, moving on from this controller to this one. What do I use this one for and how did I get it? I got it at a pawn shop, $50. It is missing a lot of the buttons, as you can see. Oops. See, none on the back. But I don't really care about that. What I really care about are these. The trigger stops. Alright. And the D-pad. Right here, this D-pad. This D-pad allows me to be able to play Mortal Kombat now without my wrist hurting up in here. I got carpal tunnel. when I would actually take my finger and slide it from here to here, it would actually hurt up in here in my wrist, and it would hurt real bad. I used to only be able to play for maybe 15 minutes the most, but now I can play for like an hour with that thing because I can slide my finger and it don't hurt. Now moving on to this. This right here is CBD, and it helps my phrenolopathy and my feet. And I like this little vape because it's a built-in battery. You just charge it through a USB. If you are into vaping for anything, this thing is a good little thing that's to take with you. Put in your pocket, forget about it. Here is the screen right here, and hold up. I gotta get a better grip on it, I'm gonna drop it. There you go. If you vape, that is what the wattage is on this thing, and I love this thing. And my dad gave me the tank, it didn't come with one. It comes just with this and no tank and stuff. But it's a really good box. And I like it. Alright, now we're moving on to some other stuff. This right here. I love this charger for a couple of things. One, it has that. Tells you how much battery life you got. And two, double click and you can see that it has a light right there. Okay. Now we're going to move on to something else. This right here, I love this thing, and I'm sorry PlayStation, but you got a big problem with your controller. This right here allows you to play Xbox One games, I mean not Xbox One games, but Xbox controllers on your PlayStation 4. Sorry about that. As you can see, it's pink. I don't care really about the color, it works. You just gotta sometimes update it, and they're really good about their updates, and it's really simple. Alright, now, the big problem with this Xbox controller, I mean not Xbox, but PlayStation, is one, your buttons smash into each other, like your fingers right here. Either move this up here, or put a few inches right here in between your hands, like make them a little bit longer, and that should fix it. Because my hands, they're not that big, and I still have that problem. Now, I want to show you something about my hands. If you look, my fingers are all bent, as you can see. That's how I am. I cannot straighten these fingers out like straight. It hurts. So, and another thing that's going to lead me on to my other ones. The, hold on, top triggers right here were hard to hit. Same on the Xbox One controller. Fix your triggers. What I think they should do is remove these triggers and put them down here and have it to where you have little buttons down here. Either like triggers like these, like one right here and then one right here, or make it to where they have paddles down here. And because I just feel like this is an outdated design, having your triggers up here, because I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to try and give you a demonstration of this real quick. So, I'm just going to put my hand, I'm going to put my right there. I'm hoping you can see me good. Alright, here's my hands. This is how my hands set. Look, like this. Okay? Now, when I try doing that, as you can see my wrist, it tightens up. Same out here. That hurts. So, outdated design on these, I feel. These need to be like down here. Like you have two big ones up at the front, then you have your little ones at the bottom. Or make it to where they have paddles. Same with the PlayStation 4 controller. I am not putting down Sony or Microsoft. I am trying to help them evolve. We are the consumers. We play with the stuff all day long. We know what our hands hurt and why. And that is one reason why. I'm going to show you one more thing I use. And I've done this already in a review. See how my hand sits right here in this? Nice. And my fingers are naturally at the buttons. That's what I'm trying to say. This right here helps my carpal tunnel. I do not use a gaming keyboard. See? And how I make up for the missing keys is right here. See? Alright, and now we're going to move on to one more thing. Right here. I got this at a yard sale just this last night. This thing is going to come in so much handy. I'm going to actually have already USBs. This one's to plug in my cameras right here. This is for my controllers. And how I ran it is right here. See? It's from the back, through that, and then into this. That's how I ran that. and I like it. I love that thing now. Basically, you gotta have your priorities in order. This camera I'm gonna start taking out on the road with me, like when I go yard selling, stuff like that. This one's going to be for at home. This is 720p. I will upscale this to 1080 like this one, so you won't tell a difference when I'm using either or. Okay, and the reason I don't switch over to 1440p is it's a lot more money and stuff, so I'm comfortable at 1080. I am. So, this camera is going to be for the road, this one's going to be at home. Why? Because this one has a good speaker, and this one does not. I'm going to have to get a Rode mic for this one. Well, whatever you want to call those one mics you get. I'm getting this one, it's a mic, it's like $35 and it's really good. I did a little bit of research from some other reviewers. I will review it myself and see how good it is. But please, all I ask, guys and girls, to give me time to build my channel. Give me some of your trust, that's all. And another thing, this channel is not for bullying. This channel, you come here if you have a bad day at school, college, work, life in general. Come here and we can relax, talk tech, something we all love. Okay, and I need to move on to a few of the console stuff. Since this video is a little bit short, I want to move on to some consoles and stuff. Now, I'm going to talk more detail on this. I did do this in the other video a little bit, but more in this one. Breathe. PlayStation and Microsoft, you need to make it to where we can tweak our own graphics. Basically, have settings in there to where if we want more, if we want more, FPS or more graphics, because some games we need more graphics, some games we need more FPS. Now, I just feel that it would be nice for me to be able to tweak my own settings. That's all I'm saying. That's why I like gaming computers. And another thing, if you're going to have a web browser in there, let us use a keyboard and mouse on our consoles, and let us game if we Alright, this is Steven again. Hold on. Real quickly, I'm just gonna put this in. This is him after I filmed all this. My video camera, like I said, this one, it died. I don't have no more batteries charged up for it. I am fixing that today. I will have a whole bunch charged. So, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and finish it up on this. By the way, if you want to know what I am doing this on, this is a Logitech, and I'm going to give you the name and everything of it. It is 720p, but remember, you can just upscale it to 1080, and it'll just look just as good on YouTube. The lowest that I would go is 480, and then you could try upscaling that to 1080 as well, but it might be a little bit more difficult. But that is the camera I am using right now, that Logitech camera. I almost thought it went out on me, but it didn't. I just had to unplug it, plug it back in, and get it all reset. But enough jammering. Okay, now here's the thing. This next part is going to be my other camera. The mic is horrible on it, so please turn down the mic, your volume on your headphones. Okay, I'm going to be switching that over in one. Wait, one more thing. This the end of this. 1, 2, 3. Switching now. So, I'm doing a review of my other camera. As you can see, now it does have a few good downfalls. Like it does this one thing when it shuts off on you, and it does corrupt the footage. I don't know if that's from the SSD card or from my camera itself. I'm just going to give you an overall shot of everything I have on the table. This camera right here, the only downfall it has is its battery life, actually. So I'm going to switch back over, and then I'm going to try to get some of its downfalls on this camera right here. Please excuse the bad sounding mic. I'm sorry. Alrighty, this is Future Steven. This is at the end of the video. As you saw that jump from when I was talking about all my stuff over here, I edited that out because it really wasn't nothing there, and it was like me just yammering on a little bit about some other stuff, and it wasn't really nothing important, so I just edited it out because of how long the video was. But like I was saying, have your priorities in order. Make a list, circle the ones you really want to do, and then take all those other ones and mark them out till you can't see them. Focus on these top 4 of either 4 or 3. Only do 4 or 3 of those circles, and then take it and make those your life goals, and then leave the other ones alone, and then focus on those later down the line in your life. But remember, have those 4 or 3 done before you do that. And that's what I was talking about, my priorities. Like what I'm saying, I don't really want to go out and spend hold on. That is another video. This much money right here on a microphone. Look. I don't want to go out and spend this. This is the microphone I'm wanting to get right here. See, I don't want to go out there and spend that money on that microphone, but that is a priority. I would love to spend that money on a better product, but I need a microphone for... Oh, it's right here. This camera. And this is going to be like my on-the-road camera, and my Canon's going to be at home for like videos and stuff. So, please, girls and guys, have a nice day again, and please be safe out there. And I'm so sorry if my videos ain't as good as others yet, but I need time to make them good. That's all I ask for. And please tell me why you give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to put that in here again, because I can focus somewhat on that problem and try to make it minor. Alright, and the subscribing to my channel, that is one way of giving me thumbs up. That is ways of letting me know, hey, I like this kid's videos. He's rocking it out. He's like, you know, like he's flowing with my vibe. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm a cool, chilled out man. You know what I mean? Look, I'm fluffy. Last time I sat in a slug bug, it moved. I promise you that car, it moved. I'm just trying to make a joke. Once I finally got in, my friend goes, dude, you're giving my car stretch marks. I looked at him and said, How can you get your head in? But that's me and my friends messing around. But look, oh my goodness. Like I was saying, I could edit that out from that point to there. So please, just give me time, and that's all I ask for. Thank you so much if you even like this video, and thank you so much if you subscribe to my channel. And please tell me just why you give me a thumbs down while I can work on it. These ways I know you're watching my videos, because if you don't do none of this stuff, how can I know what videos to do and which ones not to do? It's like this. If your GPS has blue maps, right? It has all, like if you tell it to go somewhere and everything's still in blue and it don't show you an outline of what to turn on and where to go, or when to turn left and when to turn right. That is what I'm trying to say. I need help on directions of where I need to go, what videos. Thank you so much for even watching this, girls and guys. And the reason I say girls and guys, or guys and girls, is because there are female gamers out there. My sister plays games sometimes. When I would play her in Mortal Kombat, oh, it was on like Donkey Kong. And sis, when we come up there, I challenge you. Oh, you better start practicing on Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, because when I'm up there, and I mean, but me and my sister. Here's the thing: did we get into fights? Yes, but at the end of the day, we still cared about each other and we still love each other. Sis, if you see this video and you're a subscriber, please watch them. I love you, sis, and thank you so much for sticking up for me when I didn't even know you did it. I'm sorry for everything I did to you. I was in a bad spot. I have autism. I mean, I'm not just gonna blame it all on autism. I learn as I go. And computers, when I quit school, I was kind of lost because that school didn't teach me really nothing in those regular classes. And I was like, what can I do? And I was playing games and stuff. And then I was like, I heard gaming. I saw like this one. Uh, you want to know where it all started? Tech Yes City. I was watching stuff on the PlayStation 4, and his video loaded up about these basically budget gaming computers and stuff like that. And then from there, I was hooked. Thank you so much, Tech Yes City. If you see this, man, I love your videos, and if I can get a fist bump from you, that'd be nice. But I'm yammering on, so I'm going to get this edited for you, and I'm doing 2 videos in one day because I was behind. After this, it'll go back down to 1 video a day because I'm catching up. So please, guys and girls, have a nice day. I'm sorry I say that so many times.